Welcome to CRE Fast 5. I'm Iacono, and tonight we are talking about cryptocurrencies and blockchain in relation to commercial real estate. We're going to start very basic to give you an understanding of what cryptocurrencies really are and how they rely on blockchain to function. But before I do, you're probably wondering, why is this the topic of tonight's episode? Aside from the incredible buzz around the volatility of cryptocurrencies, there are more and more real-world examples of these technologies being used in real estate transactions and not just being traded back and forth on the various exchanges. So let's start very basic with an understanding. A cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual currency that is secured by cryptography. Think impossibly complex codes only a computer can solve with a lot of time and processing power. The structure of cryptocurrency makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. And there is a finite amount of each type of cryptocurrency, which gives it the value. Bitcoin is one example that I'm sure you've heard of. There will only ever be a maximum of 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. This prevents a central bank or government from debasing the currency with oversupply. Many cryptocurrencies are decentralized networks based on blockchain technology. Basically, blockchain does for cryptocurrency what credit card processing technology does for Visa. Blockchain is the framework that makes cryptocurrency exist. A blockchain is a digital record of transactions. The name comes from its structure, in which individual records called blocks are linked together in a single list called a chain. Blockchains are used for recording transactions made with cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, but there are many other applications for blockchain as well. In fact, some have argued that blockchain will dramatically change the way commercial real estate transactions are carried out in the future. But that is for another episode. Moving back to cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin, let's run through how it's being used currently. First, as you know, it's being traded on several exchanges with absolute dizzying volatility. Second, and more relevant for our discussion tonight, some retailers are starting to accept Bitcoin as payment. Some of the major retailers that currently accept Bitcoin when you check out include Microsoft, AT&T, Subway, Overstock, KFC in Canada, Burger King, Pizza Hut in Venezuela, and there are more. Other companies like Home Depot are accepting Bitcoin at certain stores through a third party called Flexa. Some argue that these retailers in either method are adopting Bitcoin payment as strictly a marketing play. Others believe in the benefits of being first in with new technology and appealing to younger generations. Still others, like Bill Gates, have been quoted saying Bitcoin is better than currency. No matter the angle, retailers that are forward-thinking continue to come out ahead, so this might be another example of that. And as a consumer, you have even more ways to spend your Bitcoin. If you want to shop at a retailer outside that list, you now have the option to get a Bitcoin debit card that allows you to pay in any store that accepts regular bank debit cards. And this just deducts from your Bitcoin balance for every transaction. Pretty neat. The third way cryptocurrencies are being used is in commercial real estate transactions themselves. Buyers and sellers are starting to explore Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as a valid method of payment. Real estate is a great way to convert a large sum of Bitcoin into a tangible asset, and some sellers have seen success already. In November 2019, in a notable transaction, the Magnum Real Estate Group sold a New York City condominium for $15.3 million in Bitcoin to a Taiwanese buyer. And another very current example, soon the Treehouse nightclub in Miami's South Beach will be coming to market, and the seller, Aqua LLC, is willing to accept all forms of payment, including cryptocurrencies. The creative financing option of this offering would add tremendous value for potential buyers and is ideal for many foreign players who deal heavily in cryptocurrencies and are looking to transfer that into an American investment in real estate. So not only has this seller gained an amazing amount of visibility by offering to accept Bitcoin as payment, they've also tapped into a buyer pool with few other options, which could drive pricing. Bitcoin is notoriously volatile, and many buyers over the last year who've seen in some cases more than a 900% return on their investment will likely want to allocate their money to safer investments instead of facing a potential downturn on the price of their tokens or coins. So a commercial real estate purchase could be the answer from the buy side as well. One concern about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, in addition to the extreme volatility, is that it allows for unparalleled level of anonymous transactions. Many people perceive it to be really relegated to money laundering operations or black market funds. While Bitcoin does record all transactions publicly, a private wallet currently protects some information. But there are new rules being discussed where that information being covered in the private wallet will need to be reported to the government as part of every transaction. So perhaps new regulations that are being considered could help people become more comfortable with accepting Bitcoin, which could lead to wider usage in real estate transactions. So I expect that as the transparency and regulation improves, the validity of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as an acceptable tender will dramatically increase. I hope you enjoyed this intro to cryptocurrencies and blockchain as it relates to CRE. As always, note that I cannot give you stock, legal, or tax advice, so consult your other trusted professionals should the need arise. Be sure to join me in a future episode where I will cover the many additional applications of blockchain and CRE aside from just supporting cryptocurrencies. That was CRE Fast 5. I'm Carly Iacono. I look forward to seeing you again soon.